and welcome back to Angel Wars Lore. I'm your host for this video, Reverend Jake Zabel, and in this video we're going to be doing another class analysis on the Obsidian demons. When it comes to classifying demons, it's a little bit weird on how we classify them. Because with demons, when it comes to rank, their ranks are kind of either minions or leaders. Now, Obsidians aren't really like their class, because Obsidian isn't a choir of demons. But in the show, there are different, groupings of demons, and so I don't really know how we want to classify this, because, being an Obsidian demon, it's not really, like, a class or a rank. So, for example, when we get to the third episode and we're introduced to the Squealer demons, it's mentioned that there is the Squealer clan. So, being a Squealer is not a rank or a class, it's like a clan within the demons. So this is kind of more like a clan ranking, but for lack of a better classification type, I'm just going to refer to the different types of demons as different classes. So when we talk about the Obsidian demons, this is going to be a class analysis instead. The Obsidian demons are the very first demons we get introduced to in the show.
I have visual confirmation of a class 4 minion.
They are demonic minions who are shown as basically fodder. They're faceless nobodies that are just there to get knocked about by the angels. They look very similar to Graven's panic demons and also the Squealer minions in episode 3. However, we never actually see what the demons look like on the inside. This outer appearance that you actually see in the show is not their true form, it's the armor they are wearing. And when the demons are killed or defeated, they turn to dust and they leave their armor behind. Thus, the similarities between the Obsidians, the Panic, and the Squealer demons could just be that this is a sort of generic low-ranking demonic armor. The Obsidians are never actually seen in real-life combat. In the show, the Obsidians only appear once, and that is in the virtual reality training room aboard the Seven. Now, Obsidians appear to be some of the weakest demon minions in the show, easily being defeated by a single Anoim, Eli. Whereas the Panic and Squealer minions seem to be a little bit stronger. In the case of the Panic demons, they are taken out by a Guardian level Swift, and the Squealer demon is taken out by Michael, who is an Archangel. Now, in the show, the Obsidians are deemed a class 4 level demon.
I have visual confirmation of a class 4 minion.
But it is unsure really what this number system even refers to. In Grace and Glory, Q says he is a class 9 spiritual demon similar to a cherub.
Well, technically I'm an imp, a class 9 spiritual entity.
As both imps and cherubs are shown to be rather weak in the show, but mechanically minded, class number system doesn't really make a lot of sense. I mean, if we were to just logically follow it, it would be that the higher the rank, the more powerful a being is, but that's not the case in the show, since the class 9 imp is weaker than a class 4 Obsidian. Now, the simplest explanation for this is that the writers didn't really think too much about these class numbers, and the numbers were just kind of chucked out randomly as, just something interesting in the show to give it a bit more of a, sci-fi feel. But, yeah, the actual numbering system isn't really consistent within the show. Due to their weakness, though, the Obsidians do tend to gang up and prey on weaker angels. Now, it is unknown whether their armor is actually made from obsidian, which is a volcanic glass formed by rapidly cooling lava. This could be the case. Maybe their armor is actually made from obsidian, since the Panic demons look very similar to the Obsidian demons, and in the episode Over the Moon, the Panic demons do go flying over lava on the island. As for powers and weapons in regards to the Obsidians, they have the ability to camouflage themselves and turn invisible even to the eyes of angels. The Obsidians also have these small flamethrowers mounted on their gauntlets, and they are also equipped with razor-sharp fingertips. And that's basically all the information I have on the Obsidians. I've been your host, Reverend Jake Zabel. Goodbye and God bless.